Let's get some more people in the chat. Let's get some more people in the chat. What's up? What's up? I wish there's a way we could do like a title for this. Olai. Can everybody hear me? I'm saying everybody like there's multiple people in here. Can you guys hear me clearly? What's up? What's up, man? I know this is a surprise live, but I've been. Oh, you watched that? You saw that? Yo, that's awesome. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, that was like just out of nowhere. They reached out to me and they were like, "Hey, we want you on the show." I've had a couple of TV shows reach out to me so far, but they're the only one that really followed through and actually like put me on the show. And then they wanted me to go to California to do a in-person episode, but I had some other stuff going on, so I couldn't make it for that. Which I don't know why. And I get motivation. This is how it goes up here. Yo, that means a lot, bro. That means a lot. I appreciate you. I'm glad the content is resonating with you, and you're actually using it, and it's being positive towards you. That's what we do this for at the end of the day. So I've been working on some like projects behind the scene where I want to start educating people and teaching people how to really build their brand and fitness brand specifically, and and I've just been gathering some data because a lot of the time everywhere I go, when I meet people in person, people that follow the page, or most of the 90% of the time the conversation that is being held is how to really build a fitness brand and how to like monetize it, right? So I wanted to come on here. I've been collecting a lot of data on YouTube and Instagram. Oh, we got a friend. We got my French brother. Appreciate you for taking. So, crispy Spidey. It sounds like you're interested. Is this something? Is this something you've been interested into, or the whole purpose of this live is just to be engaged, right? Just to like, I'm collecting data right now. Awesome. So you want to build, or what platform are you interested in building? Because I've done it all, right? I've done Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. I haven't done Twitter because Twitter is like all typing, and I have very, very bad typing grammar. Like speaking, you'll understand I speak very proper, but when it gets to typing, I type as if I'm speaking my dialect, and my dialect is broken English, West African. Um, okay, that's good. So YouTube is great. So in my opinion, there's different tiers. All these social media platforms, like let's talk about ranking, especially as like a beginner, right? As a beginner, there's different tiers of platform specific to your niche. Top tier, and then there's the bottom tier, right? And each one of them can be monetized and can build your audience. But as far as like the difficulties, we'll start with YouTube. YouTube, the barrier of entry is pretty difficult. Even for me, by the time I launched my YouTube, I had already made gone viral on all the other platforms. But understanding the concept of building a YouTube channel is is difficult because it has to be so structured. It has to, good morning to you as well. It has to be so structured and it has to have flow, and you have to provide a lot of value, whether the value is through education or entertainment or inspiration. It has to have one of those three things. It's not like TikTok where you can just go and throw a bunch of 10 seconds clips of you working out and it goes accidentally goes viral, or Instagram where you just, post some random stuff and there's a chance of going viral. So YouTube is the barrier of entry is a little bit more difficult, but the rewards go to Russia. Jeez. This man didn't even say, he didn't even say, like Canada or anything. He said Russia. Golly, boy, I don't know about that one. I don't even think Americans can go to Russia right now, can we? But let's stay on topic, guys. Um, so the barrier of entry for YouTube is a little difficult, but the rewards, it's astronomical because if you can gather a audience, right? If you can gather an audience that will listen to you and get value for you, and they will watch you for 5 to 10 minutes, the longer they're watching you, the more connection you build with that audience and the more you actually impact people's life. So it's just my recommendation. If you're looking to build your brand and build your fitness brand, I would say start with Instagram, just so you can get a feel, right? And it's a lot easier. And then YouTube. Those are the only two you need, right? If you want to just go viral, right? If you just want to go viral, then you can go on TikTok. TikTok, you'll go viral. If you post long enough, most likely you'll get it, like your first viral, your first viral video, and you'll build an audience. Like they're so easy to build an audience on TikTok, but the retention and the quality of audience is not there on TikTok, right? And and then there's Instagram. So as far as like if you really want to monetize and make social media your job, right? That's the subject. That's what we're talking about today. You have to start on either YouTube or Instagram. If you really want to like focus and go all in, I would say start on YouTube, right? But YouTube, the barrier of entry is a little bit harder, and you're gonna need a lot better equipment. Like you're gonna need a clear phone, you're gonna need something to speak and edit, and you're gonna have to dedicate some form of time into this, right? But if you just want to start and start creating content and start getting to know like the people that are following you and building your audience, then you definitely should start on Instagram. It's easier and you can really build faster. And then you can take that same content, you can like test it to see like what's going to go viral and what's going to work. And you can take those same content and start moving it over to YouTube, as in YouTube Shorts, right? And when you move it to YouTube Shorts, then you can start building your audience on YouTube Shorts. The only problem is when you build an audience solely off of YouTube Shorts, when you start making long form videos, the retention rates drops drastically because a lot of people who follow you for shorts have short attention spans, so they won't be watching you on the long form. That's one of the problems I've been dealing with, especially with my audience. I have almost 300,000, but my my what's the thing called? My long form videos is like their views on the long form video does not equate to the amount of followers I have. But on my shorts, they go crazy, right? I do Patrick Swanson. I remember a Swanson from like Fort Irwin. Are you the same when we were stationed at Fort Irwin? Are you the same individual? Patrick Swanson. I do remember. I remember a Swanson from when I was stationed at Fort Irwin, a wee little private in the army, man. The army would don't get me started on the army. Alaska. A Swanson from Alaska. Huh. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, I was stationed in Alaska for 4 years, man. 4 years. Did we deploy together? I'm trying to the date when when you might have been over there. Was it pre-deployment or post-deployment? ¿Por qué? I'm just kidding. It's English. I don't speak Spanish. Hammer Company. Oh, so it was post deployment. Yes, yes, post deployment. Oh, you were there for pre deployment as well too. Oh, wow, man. You hit me up on Instagram, bro, so we can chop it up. Hit me up on Instagram, bro. How you been, man? How's life? I'm just out here educating the people. Um, I don't know where you're from. It's like no way. But yeah, guys, so what questions do you guys have? Today live subject is about cultivating your audience on social media, Instagram, YouTube. I'm building a program because I've been getting a lot of requests on people asking on how to build their audience, how to build a fitness brand, a personal fitness brand. So I'm building a program that I want to come on here and test and just see how you guys, the people who come on and actually engage, how they would react. How many of you guys are actually like looking into building something? Yo, so I actually won that race. To answer your question, Christine, I end up winning that race. They're not. They might have four legs, law enforcement, but it's good to see you elevating. So, hey, appreciate you, brother. Good. Like, wow. So you're a police officer now. That's amazing, man. I don't know if you know him, but Ricardi is also in law enforcement in Texas now. I thought about doing it too when I first got out. I was like trying to figure out what I wanted to do next, and I was thinking about going law enforcement, but you know, things happens, and my life pulled me in a different direction. So everything happens for a reason. What is the key to your success? The key to my success is just being grateful, honestly, and hard work. Like my buddy on the live here, he knew me when we were both in the military, as I knew him when we were all in the military. I've always had a vision of, doing something like this. This has always been my dream to cultivate, to just inspire people through fitness and just motivate people, right? So every opportunity where I get to do that, it's like a blessing to me, and it's like really grateful to me, and I'm really grateful for it. I mean, so I just try to project that energy out, and it usually just, the universe is like it's going to reciprocate the energy that you push out. If you are pushing good energy and good vibe and motivation and inspiring people, it's going to come back. It's going to come back to you in tenfold. If you're pushing negativity, it's going to find its way back to you as well. So I would say for me, it's just being grateful, and then hard working as well too. Like putting in the work, because you cannot skip the work. You never skip the work. A lot of people want to see success, they want to elevate, but they don't want to put in the work, and they're not willing to put in the work for the X amount of time. Because like especially with social media, like building and cultivating your audience, there were months where I was posting and nobody would watch the video. It would get like two views, literally two views. And I think both of those views were from me. And that's because I kept refreshing and I'm like, nah, it can't be only one view. Refresh. And then I'll log off and I'll swipe it up and then I'll reswipe and pull it down again. And then it'll be, oh, two views. And I'm like, damn. Right. So you gotta just be humble enough to believe in yourself, but and also put in the work, but also believe in yourself, right? But that's the thing, like if you're really trying to build your audience, and I've talked to you a bit, like your profile picture looks familiar. We've had conversation on Instagram. So you have great message. You just gotta understand how to present your message through these platforms so it actually push it to the right audience, right? So you might not necessarily be like pushing fitness content, but if you're pushing mindfulness and motivation and spirituality, those are good mess. That's a good message that the world need. Like we all have great messages that based off our experience that we can help make the world a better place. Yo, Dylan, is it the Dylan that I know? That's good, man. Even though you're grounded, you about to get elevated now through your mind, all right, by watching this live. So you're on the right path. How old am I? I am 29 years old. I'm very old, very very old. I answer that question literally like 6 different times when I go live on Instagram. Yeah, I told you, man, I'm old. You're 21. Shout out to you, man. You have your whole life ahead of you, right? So find out what you want to do. Hey, 29 is old for me. I feel old. I feel when I wake up in the morning, it feels like someone took a bubble wrap and put it around my knees because all you hear is pop, 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 pop. When I'm getting out of bed, it's just like all over the place, you know? If you know, you know. If you know what I'm talking about, you know, man. If you've been in the gym long enough, then you know what I'm talking about. My knees be feeling like terrible, man. And when I stand up and stretch out, it's all you hear is, and I'm just like, oh Lord. I do. I run a lot, which is one of the reasons why I decided to slim down, right? Because if you guys, some of those videos that you guys seen, I'm like 250 to 255 in them. And from what I've been learning and realizing, as much as I'm running, that's it's really, really bad, man. It's really bad for my knees and my joints because it's too much weight. That's why you see a lot of runners are like skinnier and less body mass. But with me being a hybrid, I train just as much as I do cardio, you know. I'm spending like 2 hours a day in the gym, just as much as I'm running like, 3 to 5 miles every day, 5 days a week. So, I'm like slimming down now. I'm trying to get down to like 235 to 240, which is a healthy weight at 6'4", for me to just maintain my physique, still look good, but be more functional as well. Especially running with the dogs, man. They got 4 legs and they're slim, so they be pulling me. Love from Night Amir Pure Ra. I don't even know what that means. What does that mean, friend? I'm just kidding. But yeah, seriously, your knees and your joints, it's very crucial. You have to prioritize those. You know, anybody can be as strong. The strength is, and then that's the thing too. Just because you see my physique doesn't necessarily means I'm strong, right? It just means I have a great physique and great genetics, right? Strength and hypertrophy is completely different things. Because there are guys who physique is ass compared to mine, but they're stronger than me. Because they're strength trained and they're trained like a power lifter. So there's different variations. So if you want to have a nice aesthetic and you want to look good, you want to have like the superhero look, there's the training methods that's required to build that physique is completely different from what is required to be like super strong. All right. So you have to understand that. You got to take that into consideration. Oh, we got people heart being broken in the chat. Golly. What do you mean? Elaborate on that question. Just keep doing what you. Thanks, thanks, Christine. What's your favorite song? I listen to a lot of Afro beats. Who's familiar with Afro beats? This is like a good Q and A. I wanted this live to be about about teaching people to build their audience, but it sounds like it's just a Q and A, which is fine. We'll do the Q and A. So who's familiar with Afro beats? Because that's what I listen to the most. If you're familiar with Afro beats, then you'll know about Asake, Burner Boy, um, Kid, Adekunle Gold. Yeah, those are the guys. Zinoliski. Those are those are the guys I listen to. So that's my favorite music I'm vibing with right now, as of 2023. And I've been vibing since like the beginning of Afrobeats. Before it was cool, you know. I used to put every time I'll be in a car with my friends, I'll take the aux and put in some Afrobeats. They'll be like, "Yo, take the aux from him. Like, what is this?" And now they all be like, "Yo, put that African music on." And I'm like, "Nah, nah, you guys can't hang with us now. Now that it's cool, you want to listen." Actually, I do wear underwear. That's the crazy part. I was shocked when that video went viral because everybody is like, "Oh, he don't got no underwear on." But if you look closely, I do. Like you going running with no underwear, it's like that's some wild energy. That's some crazy energy, right? And that video was shot at the end of a 3 mile run, right? So that's why you see I'm sprinting because it was literally we had completed a run. And I told my cameraman, and by the way, my cameraman was not on foot. He was in the back of a truck. Because a lot of people were in the comment section like, no, the cameraman is the fastest. You guys really think someone is running that fast backwards? That no, right? No. Um, he was in the back of a truck. So how I run when I do like when I shoot the running content, um, yeah, I was very shocked, which is crazy. I didn't expect that video to go as viral as it did. But you know, those are usually the videos that go viral. Oh yeah, see, spiritual. You know what's going on. But so that video is literally me and my pit bull. We had finished our run. I had my cameraman, and his girlfriend was driving. His girlfriend was driving the truck. He was in the back of the truck recording. And then like the whole thing just it wasn't even like scripted or anything. Like I'm literally walking and I guess he started recording, right? Because it was like one of those I usually do when I do my running videos, I do like a long running video where this is what I used to do. Like I would do a long running video where I do like voiceover in the background of it, like talking about the run, why I like running with my dog, and you know the benefits that it has for me and the dog. So that was like the style we were going for. Um, and at the end, like I stopped. It was a 3 mile, so I stopped. I'm walking, and then I was just like he was just ahead of me and I was just like, okay, let me do like a sprint. Just let me do a sprint. So they start going, they're ahead of me. He's recording. I'm walking. I tell my dog name is Coley. I'm like, Coley, come on. Coley, walk. And he comes next to me. Need a moderator. I don't even know what a moderator is. And I don't even know what Rick Owens is. I'm I don't know a lot of things, guys. But back to the story. Um So we're like walking next to each other, and I guess he's recording the whole thing, and I just decided to like run as fast as I could. And in that video, you like, which is still surprising to me because I'm like 230 pounds in that video, and everybody, this is so out of touch with the civilian world because that video was shot literally a month after I got out of the military. I got out of the military. I got my hair braided. I did everything that I couldn't do. I started growing a beard. I got my hair braided. That video was shot a month after I got out of the military, right? To block or time out the rule coming or racist coming. Uh, I mean, yeah, that would be cool. I mean, I don't really care when people can comment what they want to comment. I don't really even be like getting affected by them. But yeah, that would be cool also if we could just get rid of it. But I think that the people, the community that we have in here has been pretty legit. This is like my third time going live where I'm like actually sitting down and talking. The first couple of times I just went live and put in and I was in the gym working out. And then the second time I was like in my backyard messing with my chickens. So I wasn't really paying attention to the comments like that. But yeah, this is that's good. That's why I love YouTube. I'm telling you, man, like if that brother is still here that was thinking about building his audience, YouTube audience, from what I've seen, is like they're like an extension of your family. Like the other day I was in the gym and mind you, I have almost 500,000 on Instagram, right? And I've been on Instagram for a year and a half now. I've only launched YouTube for probably, I want to say like 7 months. I've been on YouTube for 7 months now. And I had a brother come up to me. He's like, yo, I've been watching your channel. Like, it's really good. I really enjoy your content. And I was like, oh, yeah, on Instagram? He's like, no, YouTube. You have an Instagram? I was like, what? YouTube is literally my smallest audience. Like, I have, like, this is my smallest audience, but it's the number one that like, when people come up to me, it's usually from YouTube, which is crazy. Because I'm literally almost at 500,000 on Instagram. Um, So yeah, YouTube is really where it's at, and you can really provide more value to people, like actually educate people more on here. But back to the story, guys. Let me finish the story of that, like that viral video, because that video went crazy. And actually, I just shot another one, a really crazy one that's similar to that, but it's not my pit bull no more. It's my dogo. So it's really good. It's being edited right now as we speak. So I'm excited when it does come up to push that to you guys. Um, but so yeah, so I just my cameraman, he told his girlfriend like take off because he knew I was like pretty fast. So then I just was like in my head, I'm like I'm going to catch up to the truck. So I ran as I'm just taking off as fast as I can, and he just caught that magical moment where I'm just like sprinting. And when we looked at it, we were like, we both was like, yo, this is some crazy content. And he's like, drop this now. Good to see you, bro. I hit you up on Instagram. Yeah, bro, shoot me a DM on Instagram. Let's catch up, bro. It's a pleasure. Stay blessed. Stay blessed, brother. No, I'm wearing like regular Gymshark. Those are regular Gymshark shorts. Now all I wear is my own, whoa, shoot. You guys caught me lacking. I'm rocking Gymshark. I'm not even rocking my own brand now, which is crazy. But normally I'm rocking my own brand, you know? This is an awesome video. Yeah, I appreciate you, Ava. Ava is awesome. Let me see. We gotta make her a moderator. But are you gonna be showing up to the live though? I don't even know if I'm gonna be doing lives. I'm leaving that. Hey, it was a pleasure. How much can I bench? I don't know. How much am I supposed to bench? You know? I feel like that's a question where like does it really matter how much you bench in the gym if you're not a power lifter? I think what really matters is like how good do you feel? Like how good do you look? Because ultimately, I mean, that's the end goal. The end goal is to look good, feel good, and be able to achieve, you know, a higher standard of living. But to answer your question, I can bench pretty well. I would say like 480. My bench is pretty weak compared to rest of my to rest of my body. I'm like chest weak, but let's see. Yeah, I don't really do a lot of like bench. As far as when it comes to training chest, I do a lot of cables. I do cable work for the chest. Um, I do dumbbell work for the chest. Dumbbell reverse flies, dumbbell chest flies. Do you need a moderator? I don't think I do right now. It's not a lot of people in here. It's only like 69 people. That's a great question, man. World War III. I don't know what to tell you about World War III. What I can say is I will not be participating. I am a YouTuber now. Yeah, yeah. If anything, you see that? Apex on you, the YouTuber, not a soldier no more. So as far as World War III, um, I don't know what to tell you, man. But I do have a lot of friends that are still in the military, man. So I will be praying for them. But ain't no World War III coming, man. Trust me, ain't nothing happening. Like when I was getting out the military, everything was going downhill. Like the media is going to scare you guys, but trust me, like from being on the out in the inside, like actually seeing the day to day from the military, we were like downskilling everything, right? It might not be the same now. I mean, it's been a whole year since I got out of the military. But as far as when I was still in, the military was downskilling. They were actually getting rid of soldiers because they had too many. And we wasn't in wartime. It was like, peacetime. But if you listen to the media is gonna tell you all this and that. We're gonna go do this. We're gonna do that. That's not the case. I have buddies. Matter of fact, 90% of my friends are all military. Speaking of, yeah, 98% of my friends are all military. I haven't even like made a lot of civilian friends yet. And so just talking to them, yeah, man, ain't nothing crazy going on. What was your question? Do you need a moderator? Um, I don't think I do right now. I think everybody's being respectful. I don't even know what the moderator really does. Like, are they just there to police up the chat? Is that what goes on? Oh, that's good. That will not be happening. No, actually, I'd rather have 10 people in here that is like legit than 1,000 people in here to just like fantasize. Uh, so well, I mean that's a great advice. If you are overweight, you probably should eat less and move more. It's that simple, you know. if you are overweight, that would be the best advice I can give to you. Not completely stop eating because your body still needs substance, but be mindful of what you're eating. You know, be considerate. Like, look at your portions. And honestly, guys, like that is really the biggest problem. Fasting works. Yes, guys, I'm literally listen. Everybody that's on this chat, I've been fasting for the last 15 years of my fitness journey, my career. When I was in the military, I was fasting and it helped me outperform literally everybody that was around me. I was faster, I was stronger, I could go a lot longer, right? Mentally was I was strong because fasting create that mental fortitude that no one else is used to. So when we would go on missions and we would go on training exercises, like everybody's like, "Oh, I'm hungry." I'm like, "Bro, I've been hungry since yesterday. Shut up, let's keep going." Fasting is if I can give you guys any advice that will literally supercharge your fitness journey and has been scientifically proven to work and has been used for eons, not just our generation, decades. You can date back. Matter of fact, you can, for spiritual reasons, fasting has been used for multiple purposes, right? But it's literally, you can date it back to like biblical times when it was used to build discipline. And, so if I can give you guys one advice that will literally supercharge your fitness journey, it would be fasting. It wouldn't even not even like lifting weights or doing any of that. Because all of that is modern invention. Like the prehistoric humans didn't have dumbbells and barbells to go and lift. They just moved, right? They moved. They lived an active life. And matter of fact, study shows now like the most healthiest people, I think they're like located a little bit outside of like Italy on like a small peninsula, and they don't even work out. All they do is live an active life. They go on walks, they go on runs, they move with their dogs, but they eat healthy, natural foods, but they're fast. Fasting is the methods, guys. I'm releasing a whole series on educating you guys. It's long form. It's literally going to be dropping. I think the next one drops. Hold on, let me look. Let me see. I have it scheduled out. So if you want to educate yourself on fasting and the benefits and how great it is, I've already recorded all that content and it's dropping. It's going to be dropping. Then when is the next one dropping? I have a series, a playlist, so you guys can go and check it out. Trust me, from my military days, I eat once a day. Even now, I consume one meal a day, every single day. Only time, well, every day until Sunday. Sunday is like my cheat day. That's when Sunday is like my rest day. I remember when you meal prep and fast after you. See, there you go. That's facts right there. I'm so glad you're in here. This is someone I was in the military with, and even him remember, right? So you guys can know I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass. This is something I've been doing literally my whole for the last 15 years of my life. I'm 29 now. For the last 15 years of my life, I've been fasting. And I've been able to, and don't let them lie to you because I've been able to hit heights of 255 pounds at 6'4", and I've been able to come down to 220 depending on what was necessary, right? When I was in Alaska, I was fasting and I would eat one meal every single day. So my buddy Swanson can attest to that because we were both stationed in Alaska together. If you want to message, you got to message me on Instagram. Message me on Instagram and then let me know because my DMs be flooded. So I have you have to message me on Instagram and just be like send details because I don't be seeing a lot of stuff. But yeah, yes. So let me see. I'm missing some of these comments. Since watching your videos. Oh, no. Yo, that I'm so proud of you. But honestly, tell us about how long have you been doing it, and how do you feel, right? Give us some insight from someone who's been actually practicing this, right? Because it's easy for them to look for people to look at me and be like, oh yeah, of course he's saying that, this and that, right? But like my buddy Swanson just, and I keep calling him his last name still, it's just engraved. Patrick, we were both, he can attest to it. Like I've been doing this for the last 15 years of my life. It's helped me feel so much better, so much energy, mental clarity, focus, drive, and then maintain a low body fat percentage my whole fitness career. Well, I think that's that's genetics. You can't build long, lean arms. I mean, if your arms are already long, then you can lean it out by, watching what you eat and fasting and go on a caloric deficit. So yeah, but if your arms are not long, there's no fixing it unless they have like arm lengthening surgery now. Because I think last time I heard they have like some height enhancement surgery where they like cut up your legs and make you taller or something like that. How easy is it to maintain about 10% body fat? It depends on your genetics. There's so much that goes into that question. Your body composition plays a major key, your genetics, your age, but the systems and the processes, if you implement it and you stay disciplined to it, it's very easy. Very, very easy. Right. And if you implement some form of fasting into your diet, it's very easy, bro. It's very easy. Um, Do you take testosterone? Debating whether to take it or not. I personally do not take any drugs. The only thing I take is protein, creatine, right, and BCAs. Those are the three. That's all I use, right? But if you, depending on your age, if you're young, I don't think you need that, bro. Honestly, you just need to take better care of your body. But if you're older, then you might need some testosterone therapy. But there's like natural ways to do it. Because when you start doing these things, right, you start taking away from your body ability to produce it on its own, and you start limiting your body, and you start relying solely um on those outside externals substances, and that's very bad because the moment you stop them, you're screwed. All right. I don't drink alcohol. Rarely. I would say occasionally, depending on the situation, right? You'll catch me drinking. It has to be like something, so like a situational thing. Like I just came from Miami. I probably drink like four times a year. Like legitimately 4 times a year. Um and that's about it. But for me, the alcohol is not really it's not really a big thing for me. I don't really find enjoyment or entertainment in there. Can you still maintain a good body weight, a body size, and drink moderately? Yes. One of my buddy, his name is Hurricane. He's a fitness influencer. He's probably like the most the swollest guy I've watched that drinks like adequately, and I'm like, I don't know how you do it, bro. But he's like, hey man, I just love to drink. But he matches that. Again, guys, it's all about matching whatever you're doing, right? If you like to drink and you're gonna go and do your cardio after, you're gonna do your workout after, that's fine. And you're gonna be able to maintain your body weight, especially, if you're taking. Oh, you know Hurricane, yes. That's crazy that you know Hurricane. Yeah, Hurricane he's my guy, man. He's a hard worker, but I was in New York the other day, and he was like, "Yo, bro, pull up," and I'm like, "What we doing?" He's like, "You know what we doing?" I'm like, "Nah, man, nah, you about to fuck me up." Yeah, Hurricane is my guy. He's a good guy, man. He loves to drink though. But that's the African in him. Most Africans love drinking. I don't know. I just fell far from the tree for some reason. Um, with the drinking thing. But most Africans love drinking, especially Guinness. Like that's my dad drink. Guinness. You get him some Guinness and he'll talk your head off. He won't shut up. Get him every time I go home. I get a thing, a box. I don't know what it's called, but a fucking a thing, a box, a box of thing, of Guinness, and then it's just like storytelling all night long, right? But yeah, I I just serious questions. Can I pay you 2,000 a month to be a virtual trainer? 2 sessions per week. I'm building something like that right now. I'm building my school's community group, and it's not going to be 2,000 a month. That's excessive. And that's not taking away value from myself, but I just like 2,000 a month is excessive for a virtual trainer, man. If you're paying 2,000, honestly, like if you're paying if I was to charge you 2,000 a month, it would be like 1-on-one where I come and I literally build everything for you, and I make sure in like 90 days your whole body is like radically different. That's my value ladder. But I don't want, yeah, 2,000 a month. Don't go out there and just lose your money, man. Especially for virtual online training. Like majority of the information you're gonna find online is regurgitated information, because this is not hard, man. Everything I'm telling you guys, you can just go on Google and find out. Yeah, yeah, no, I'm not gonna fly. If you were like in the vicinity, then yeah, I'll coach you. Um, But you know what? Matter of fact, message me on Instagram. I'll actually help you out for free, bro. Like I'll give you. I won't be like personal. I mean, it will be personalized to an extent, but it won't be like in depth where I'm like putting a lot of time, because I don't have that much time. But I'll give you like the foundation. If you really want like personalized coaching, I don't know, man. I don't know. If what? Yeah, I don't know. It gotta be worth really, really worth my time, because I'm a very, very busy individual. But as far as like body transformation, that's just so easy, man. It's just at this. It's not even like it's just having the right systems. It's just having the right system and just the discipline. And most of the time, what people really need is just someone to tell them, "Hey, did you work out?" Just to build that habits. And building a habit takes about 30 days. But a lot of times, people don't have the habit. They don't have the habit, and they don't have the discipline, right? Is that the Apex Academy still open? No, that's closed, guys. I closed all my community group because honestly, I'm building a new group, but it's gonna be a lot more valuable. Um, I've been searching, like trying to just. I don't want to just create a product and push it out there and just be like a course by seller or something like that, right? I want to create something where people can come in and go from point A to point B and really see substantial results. So with the Apex Academy, it was good. It had a lot of educational videos and courses in there, but from what I was seeing, like everybody kept coming. They will leave the Apex Academy and come to me for personal training. Like, yo, so I got it was a great, like if it was just to make money, it was a great funnel to like move people towards my one-on-one coaching, right? But that's not what I did it for. I wanted them to like actually feel like I get results in there, you know. You could create Oh man, you guys are crazy for like, bro. I've met Wes Watson. That don't get me started on that guy, man. Yeah, don't get me started on that guy. I feel like people are so, and this is not bashing him, right? He's doing a great job at. He's taking care of his family. He's taking care of himself. But come on, guys, like the internet is so crazy and gullible. You guys are really gonna. You guys are gonna go to a convict to structure your life. What the hell? Like out, and then it's the approach. Let me tell you guys something, right? You've heard the saying like the loudest in the room is always the weakest. The loudest in the room is always the weakest. I've met, like, when I say verified men, right? I mean people who've been to war. I've been to war. I've been on two deployments. I've seen violence, I've seen chaos, I've seen the craziest things you guys can ever think about, right? You will not hear, like, going through those experiences doesn't, like, you don't see me out here, you will not see me out here like telling people you're a piece of shit, like bashing people and degrading people. Like, that shit is ridiculous, but it works apparently because, hey, he's richer than me. He's richer than me, right? But it's crazy because it's like people who are verified, who have been to work, who have done things on this planet, the way they move, the demeanor in which they carry themselves is like calm, gentle, respectful, and that's because they don't have to compensate. Like, when if you guys was to ever meet me in person or to talk to me in person, you'll get the uttermost respect from me, and it's not because I'm not capable of, I'm afraid. It's because I have nothing to prove. I just I just have nothing to prove, right? My self-worth comes from within and from my experience and what I've done, and I can live and stand on that. So to see stuff like that and all this internet stuff is still new to me. Like, to see that going viral and people, like, some people like stuff like that. I mean, even the military implements some form of shock therapy. Like, the first day when you show up, they like yell at you, they're all in your ear like, rah, 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 you piece of shit, you put it, people, and then like freezes you and then forces you into fight, flight, or fight mode and stuff like that. But it's like, that's not necessary, man. And I've trained soldiers. I've trained soldiers to like deploy. I've had multiple soldiers. And being a leader dictates you understanding your subordinates, right? One of the best lessons I learned was everybody, every subordinate's approach should be situational as a leader. You can't just scream at. I have some soldiers that would require me to yell at them because they fired them up and it motivated them. And then I had some soldiers that would like break down if you like yell at them. But if you like, yo, you got this, you're doing this for your family, you know why you came here, and they will freaking go the 9 yards. So that's my approach to everything. You'll never catch me yelling and doing all this crazy stuff at people because it's not necessary. And if that's the only way you can to acquire clients and make money, then shit. I guess I'm gonna be broke. Cause I don't really like yelling. I don't really like raising my energy to that state because it's like, uh, once we get to that level, it's like hard to come back down. But I was like, I met Wes Watson at a Andy Elliott seminar, and man, that was the most like disrespectful. There was like a guy, a really fat guy, like really chubby, was like pouring his heart out. He's like, "Yo, I really want to get into your program. I know it can change my life. I'm not living like the life I want to live." And Wes looked at him and was like, "Yeah, because you're fat as fuck." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And guess what? The guy ended up getting into the program. So I guess it works. I guess it works. People like to be bashed. And it is like the cold hard truth. Like, you can tell somebody the truth without being a bully. Like you can tell people the truth without being obnoxious and rude. So I mean, I just have a different perspective, and just looking at my buddies and my friends, like I have buddies that are special forces who are like literally out there putting in work. Their personality is like mine. They're all chill. When they're done with what they have to do, they're respectful. They can be in a crowd. You would never know what they've done. or what they're capable of doing, right? Again, like the loudest person in the room is usually always the weakest. Because I know verified men, verified, when I say verified, men that are like been to war, who have accomplished a lot of things, who have done things, and they're always the quietest. That's my take on that. But to each his own, everybody got to make their money somehow. Oh my God, strategy. You know, that everybody got to make their money somehow, you know. How do you build your body like an African guy? You gotta go eat African food, bro. You gotta eat African food. No, I'm just kidding. I think everybody is capable of creating a nice physique. Enzo, boy, come say hi to the live. Look, Enzo wants to say hi. He's like, see the nose. Show him your nose. All right, buddy. Go relax. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Good boy. Good boy. And he's back. Yo. Don't knock the mic over, man. Go sit down. Why you get up? It's like 11. Should be asleep. I'm sorry, y'all. Gotta take care of my mans. What's wrong? You wanna use the bathroom? Or you wanna say something? Here. Let's see what Enzo has to say. I'm just kidding, y'all. Where are we at? What do you normally eat for that one meal? So my one meal of the day consists of whole foods, like a whole meal. So it's usually one source of a source of protein. For some reason I can't say that word. A source of protein, carbs, right? Healthy carbs, and vegetables. My one meal usually consists of 2,000 to 2,500 calories, depending on my body goals, right? And it's a whole meal, right? And it's filling. Now, I do supplements though. I supplements throughout the morning. Like if Patrick is still in here, he'll tell you guys I always had I always had my protein shake in the morning everywhere I went. Yeah, and it's just because one protein like supplements, specifically whey, it's easily digestible, right? And since I'm intermittent fasting, or I'm doing a variant of the fast, I'm literally tricking my body to consume all that protein. That's really, so when I'm really trying to put on mass and still maintain my lean, and I usually stay around from like 7 to 10% body fat. I've always been between those numbers. The only time I went below 7% was when that one weird before morning PT. See, there you go. Patrick can attest to that. And Patrick, can you tell these guys when were we in Alaska so they know they know I'm not bullshitting. This is something I've literally been doing for 15 years in renown. The crazy thing is, if you go and look at some of my military pictures, you'll always see my protein shake in the pictures. Like when I'm standing there, I always have a protein shake either on the ground to take the picture or in my hands like that, right? But every single time I would drink my shake in the morning time, let that feed my body while I'm going through that fast. And what it does is it just gives your body the nutrients, because my shake is going to consist of protein, the creatine, the fatty acids, omega 3, omega 6, all the omegas. So I'm out here omegaing it up. You feel me? Um, and all the nutrients that my body needs to function properly is going to be in my shake. And I'm going to drink that. There you go, 2016 to 2020, literally. So you guys know, like, there's no like BSing here. This is straight facts and something I've been doing. So Uh, so and that's literally when we were stationed in Alaska. Alaska. Don't get me started on Alaska. Alaska broke me. I don't know if you knew, Patrick, but Alaska destroyed me. Like the weather, it was so cold and dark. Everybody that went to Alaska, bro, that made it out of there, have my respect, man. I've never felt or been in any environment like that than it was when I was in Alaska. But that's a different story for a different life. This life, we're talking about my morning routine. So yeah, you make that shake, you put all your nutrients, everything, blend it up, and then you slowly sip on that. As you're doing your fast, everything you consume, your body's putting it straight to work. Your body's like, oh, we got some nutrients in here. Boom, put it straight to work. I've used that method to literally get to 255 pounds just by increasing the amount of calories I consume and still eating one meal a day, right? And I was sitting at 255. As a matter of fact, if you go and look, you'll see some of these pictures when I'm at 255. It was insane. It looked great. Just the functionality of me being at 255 was not there. I could not function well. My I was slow. I couldn't run fast. And then at the end of every run, my knees would be aching, like the dull aching feeling. Yeah, that's why I was like, okay, I need to drop down. No, not all eggs. I eat natural. I have 35 chickens in my backyard. I don't know if you've seen some of the videos. I eat natural eggs, and I eat at least like 7 eggs a day. That's my midday snack. I boil it, and I eat it just like that. This is so boring. Yeah, I mean, education is educating yourself sometimes is boring, but the value is not. If you're looking for entertainment or you want someone like I'm not the guy. The most you'll see is the running videos. So if you want to be entertained, go watch some of the running videos. Um, so you recognize you can tell if like the quality of eggs by the density of the shell, right? So chickens when they're you should look for now take this with a grain of salt because it's very expensive and times are hard now. But if you really want to eat organic, you know eat pasture raised eggs, right? That means the chickens have free range to move around and eat different sources of food, which is gonna give them all the nutrients that they need to produce like the high quality organic eggs, right? So, and you can tell by the density of the shell. Like if you hold it, I actually did a test. I don't know if I posted that video. I went and I bought some store-bought eggs and then used some of the organic eggs that I get from my backyard. And I did a drop test. The organic egg stood itself, it ground, and it didn't break when it hit the ground. And the store-bought eggs completely shattered. The dogs had a nice treat. They enjoyed that. But also, apart from this, the density of the shell, the colorations of the yolk. The organic egg is going to be a deeper orange because it is filled with creatinine, which is the nutrients that's created when the chickens go and they're eating different sources, right? They're eating bugs that they're catching from in the field. They're eating the grass. They're eating different sorts of food. Which video? When I was growing up, but yeah, when they're eating different sources of food, it creates that bright orange yolk. So that's the type of eggs you should be looking for. Now, those will be a little bit expensive though, but what's the price of your health? You know, to improve gluteal. Are you talking about your glutes, like your butt, your bootius maximus, your gluteus? What would I recommend for females if you really want to grow your glutes? Honestly, hip thrust. Whether you're doing it on the hip thrust machine or you're doing it with the barbells, that will literally build your glutes. And then regular back squats. If you can't do back squats because of your back, Do like a variation of the squats. Damn, this thing just died. Give me a second. Let me turn on this other light. Whew, it's like daylight in here now. And just like that, we are back. Back again. So yeah, do those two exercises, right? Squats to exhaustion is correct. Um, superset. So barbell squats, hip thrust, and then your Bulgarian split squats. So if, there's different variant, right? If you lean forward with a Bulgarian, you're gonna be tapping into your glutes. If you go straight down, if you keep your body upright and straight, you're gonna be tapping into your front quads. Do both variant. You'll see exponential gains, and then do it to failure. Superset them if you have to. But yeah, those three major exercises you don't have to do. And then they have the glute press. If your gym facility has the glutes press, that's good as well. Don't forget the hips. The hip thrust is what I said. Like the hip thrust is gonna take care of all of that. Your hip thrust is gonna target like your whole from like your waist to towards your knees, right? And then obviously don't forget your hamstrings because a lot of people skip the hamstrings and then they end up pulling a hemi, right? So don't forget your hamstrings. But if you just want to build a nice glutes, yeah, those exercises will get you out here looking like muscle mommy, milk mommy. I don't even know why I said milk, but yes, you spoke about growing up and how you couldn't express fear. Oh yeah, like the Liberian culture is different, man. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, she knows what she's doing there. Those will be the best eggs that you can. Yeah, you'll be a. Those would be the best eggs you can have, and it's gonna spoil you too. Because now I'm at the point where when I do go out to eat and they bring like appreciate you and they bring like and I order like an omelet and I just taste it like the fluffiness is not the same. I'm just like you got this from the store. I can taste the store in this, you know. But yeah, so that's the only downside of the when you get used to organic, like pasture raised eggs, because now you can taste the difference. You literally can taste the difference. And I be in the restaurant all bougie with my pinky up, like do you guys have any organic eggs? No, like you don't have chickens in the back, type shit. But But yeah, they're the best, and yeah, I do that too, where I crush up the eggshells, feed it, and then also oyster shells is really good for chickens. If I was to sit here and tell you guys the insane amount of facts that I know about chickens, you guys would probably think I'm crazy, because I literally did so much research before I started was thinking like getting my own and my own raising my own chickens. So I just learned so much about them. It's just like insane. Like I'd be thinking like, why the hell do I know this about chickens? Like this is weird. Yeah, that's what I need when I go out to eat. They gotta bring me some diamond crusted eggs, and the yolk better be made out of gold. It better be straight gold. But yeah, as far as the fasting, I have a series of videos that I'm releasing, that's gonna be covering everything you need to know about fasting, guys. So if you're interested in implementing that into your life, into your into your day to day, your nutrition plan, I highly recommend it. It's done numbers for me. Like anybody that knows me within the last 15 years will tell you, I've always been fasting. I eat one meal a day, and I always like literally, I've been doing the same thing. So yeah, hopefully it helps you guys. But like they say, acquired knowledge means nothing without implementation. I mean, we can't be what I call food elitists, right? You have to, if especially if you're in an urban setting, you have to use eggs, store-bought eggs. That's what you got. Not everybody is in the country or close to people who are in the country that can go and get like, organic eggs. So that's fine. Just deal with what you gotta do, but just live an active life and take eat it with moderation. It's unrealistic. It's unrealistic to you. Let's say that. The dogs are great. Enzo is literally right here. He's laying down. My other dog is probably on my couch when he knows he's not supposed to in the living room. So yeah, they're doing pretty good. Well, if you're trying to cut, that's your caloric intake. If you have great frame, you just need to lower your calories intake, right? And that's all it is. Do a little bit more high intensity interval trainings, or cardio, or study pace cardio, which is like the bike, elliptical, walking, jogging, running. Do a lot more of those. My name is the same on all my platforms, so it's Apex on. Then you will see a lot of other fake pages though, but on Instagram it's like verified, so you'll know it's me. I do cook my own meals. I don't meal prep, so just because I have time, I can like cook my own meals, like, and it's like therapeutic too. But I don't meal prep, not anymore. I used to though. I used to. When I was in the military, I used that's all I did. I meal prepped, but not no more. Like my meals are cooked and then it's eaten immediately because I'm starving, literally. Like I'm one of those people who are like who eat the food before it's even done while it's being cooked. And I'm like, one piece of the chicken is done. The rice is done. Like it doesn't, because I'm so that's the downside of fasting too. Is like by the time I get to the point where it's time for me to eat, I'm so hungry. I'm just like, time to eat. So by the time the meal is done, it's like literally scraps left. But yeah, to the guy who said fast eat one meal is unrealistic, it's not. If you follow the method that I just explained, your body will still have all the nutrients it needs to function, and you will literally, man, I don't like. I can promise you guys, this it will transform your life and transform your body. Can you tone after a fast? That's exactly what's gonna happen. You're gonna start toning. Your body's gonna start slimming down. Your muscle density is gonna, your muscle definition is gonna start going up. How do you bulk? Well, bulking is easy. That's the easy part. It's just you got to be at a caloric surplus. You got to figure out what your daily intake is and increase it by 5 to 600 calories. But make sure it's like a healthy meal, healthy food. That dirty bulking stuff that people be talking about, it's terrible. It's not a thing. I've lost muscle mass. Well, what are you doing for your protein intake. How many grams of protein are you consuming daily? That's another thing you gotta look at. If you're losing muscle mass, it's because you're not eating enough protein for your maintenance phase. You need to increase your daily protein intake. What was your question? Well, that's like a personal question. I can't really answer that. I barely know you. For me to tell you, oh, you should spend 40 minutes. That's you guys just gotta assess your situation, your goals, and your body. If I was like personally training you, then I'd be able to answer that. But if you just want like a basic answer or average answer, I would say at least 30 minutes. But that's just like so broad for me to give you an answer. Um, but yeah, 30 minutes. you know. But okay, so let's do this. I would say go until until you can't go no more. If you're trying to like slim down, go until you can't go no more. 5 laps, 30 minutes, and 30 minutes on the treadmill. Yeah, that's not bad. That's actually really good. Like how difficult is that for you though? Is it easy? If it's easy, then you probably need to increase it. You know. Sometimes it's better than nothing. If it's easy, then you need to increase it. If it's too difficult to the point where you're like dying, then you need to decrease it a little bit more. You need to be in that sweet spot where it's like I was asking that I fast everything until 12 and I have 3 boiled eggs and fruits. Yes, bro. Bro, here's the crazy thing, right? That's like legitimately what I do. I don't know if you watched my video or something, but that's what I do. Like my midday snacks, which is literally like mine is like 6 eggs though. It's around 1 o'clock and it's 6 boiled eggs. That's what I eat. I do my shake when I wake up. I run. I come home. I make my shake and I drink that till about 12:30 or 1, and then I make my boiled eggs and I eat that, and then I go on with my day, create content, whatever. Around 5:30 ish to like 6, I'm in the gym. I work out for about an hour and 30 to 2. Come home around like 7. I have that one meal of the day, let that rest, recuperate, and then I'm usually like fucking around, on Instagram or YouTube. And then I go to bed at like 12. So it's 11:45 EST right now. So you guys, our time is coming to an end slowly, but we're here for now. I try to do it daily, but sometimes only 2 to 3 days. It's Yeah, that's really all it is. Just staying consistent, you know? Wow. No, 3 eggs is not overkill. There's so many studies that shows that, eggs doesn't even increase your cholesterol. Your cholesterol is going to increase naturally as you age. And cholesterol is actually used by the body to produce different forms of proteins, right? The negative cholesterol that they claim you get from eggs is not really what you do. If you really do some deep research into eggs, you'll realize it's all been a sham. Um, I did it because I was like, I have all these damn chickens and I'm eating like 7 or 8 eggs a day, and I was like, what's going on? And I do routine blood work. I check my health assessment. I mean, like tip top shape for my age. Everything is pristine, right? Cholesterol's on point, and I'm eating like 7 to 8 eggs a day. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just superhuman or something. Yes, it's 100% possible to bulk while fasting. I've done it. At my peak, I've hit 255 pounds. And that was recently too. If you go and look at some of my recent pictures on Instagram, you'll see the difference. I'm sitting at 255. like literally. Matter of fact, I mean the cover photo for this live is me sitting at 255 pounds. That's why I did it too. And I was like, let me get big as hell for like a month and take as many pictures as I can to use as all my marketing pictures. So I bulked up. I got really, really massive. Right now I'm probably like 240, 240. I'm coming down off the bulk. You can do scramble. The reason I do boiled is it just depends on how you're gonna prepare the scramble, right? If you're gonna be putting butter and all kinds of crazy things in there, then you might as well just go to fucking Chick-fil-A, right? But for me, I do boiled, pinch of salt, call it a day. And it's simpler too. But if you want scramble, scramble is fine. Yeah, you see, there you go. Put a little bit of cheese, don't hurt, bro. Especially if you're really being mindful of what you're consuming and you're exercising, bro. You can. We don't have to complicate this diet thing, you know. Um, my workout split. So I do full body mostly, like throughout the week. I train. I do functional training. So I do like, compound lifts, major lifts, resistant lifts, but then I combo that with like plyometrics, and like body weight exercises. So it's very weird. It's very, very weird. It's not just, like training like a bodybuilder. It's just I just train for functionality. I know you guys are gonna make it. I used to do the online coaching thing, but I stopped doing it because I got like to a point where I had like a lot of clients in my coaching, and I would literally just sit. Oh man, yeah, I would just be sitting. I would do like check-ins, and it would just be from client to client to client to client to client to client, and I was just like, oh my god, this is overwhelming. So I discontinued my coaching program, my one-on-one coaching, and then I launched a group community. But then the same thing kept happening where the community group kept leaving the community group and coming back to my coaching program. So I was like, oh shit. So I paused all my community group until now I'm perfecting it so that I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hire other coaches that can follow my plan, but give me like just being honest with you guys, like give me some free time to just live life. Because I don't know if you're part of the life. I just got out of the military last year, so when I launched my coaching program, I didn't know like I was gonna have multiple viral videos going crazy. So it brought in a lot of people into like the program. So I was like literally, I joined the military when I was 19 years old. I'm 29 now, and I was 28 last year. So I'm like 28 years old, just getting out of the military, and then I was just like went right back into like the coaching, and it just like consumed all of my time. So I was just like freaking out. I was literally be here in the same spot from one coaching call to another to another to another to another, and I would just like be freaking out. So I was like, okay, discontinue that. I need a break, right? I want to like live life. I haven't lived life since I was 19. I've been in just overseas and doing army stuff. So I was like, okay. So I paused it. I don't know when it's cool, but yeah. It really, yo, like you guys don't understand. And I love helping people. I love educating people on fitness. It's literally what I do. It's my passion. And it's been engraved in me since I can remember. But it's literally a desk job because at one point I had like 150 clients in my coaching program. And during the check-ins, my check-ins would take 3 days. 3 days because it was like 30 minutes to an hour, right? 30 minutes to an hour. And all I was doing is like, just checking in and telling them like what's next, what they need to be doing, stuff that you're supposed to do as a coach, which, that's my responsibility. Like people are paying me. But it would take 3 days. And I'll just be like, I was like, oh my God, I'm literally doing like 12 hours days. It's just was like, is not different. It just, I just felt like stuck in a chair. And that was one of the reasons I got the military, was just to be able to like experience life, right? Because I haven't like experienced anything since like 19 years old. So I was like, oh my gosh. Anyways, I discontinued that, and I'm building my school's community group where we'll do like these calls, where I'll be doing calls like this once a week. But also, I have other coaches in there that I personally train, that, you guys, we can see the results, and you can do, get the results you deserve, and actually build. But I get to be a human being. That shit sounds nice, don't it? Yeah. Yeah, so I thought I should have, I thought about the pre-recorded workouts. I don't like doing that though, because it's like it's gonna get stagnant, and you there's no growth, right? During the pre-recorded workout, there's no growth. Like, you're just gonna be watching videos of me doing this. At that point, I wouldn't charge you for that. You can just watch that on YouTube. Like, I would rather just post that on YouTube, and you watch that on YouTube for free. Which I do, and I am gonna post a lot more of. But as far as like the coaching, I have it coming up. Um, so yeah, you guys will hear me posting about it. I'm building it right now as we speak. It it's gonna be my schools. It's gonna be done through schools. We're gonna have these weekly calls. Um, pay 20 a month right now for them. I think it's dope. Yo, see, that's cool. Yo, YouTube is awesome, man. YouTube is dope. Instagram Instagram be like, nah, we need you training us right now. We don't care about your personal life. Who cares about you? I want to look like you. That's what. Literally, I had a client tell me that. He's like, I'm like, yo, man, I'm busy right now. When I get back to my office, I'll get back. He's like, you think I care what you got? I was like, what the fuck? I'm ending this damn coaching program right now. He's like, I'm trying to look like you, bro. I'm trying to look like you. I'm like, these motherfuckers don't care about me. They don't care what I got going on. Yo, Ava, you've been a blessing. Have a great night. Stay blessed. It's like, I don't care. Show me the workout now. You want me to do some push-ups? I'll do some push-ups right now. I'm like, bro, I'm not even home. But yeah, I'm bringing the coaching back. It's gonna be done through schools. I'm gonna hire some other coaches, and it's gonna be a great experience, because we're gonna have these one-on-one, I mean, not one-on-one, but we're gonna have these calls where answer questions, give you guys tips, and then also, I'll be able to check in with you guys as well, see what's going on. But if it's like pertinent or important, then I have assistants as well that can help out with that. And it's also gonna have pre-recorded videos from my workouts, everything in there. So you're gonna be able to go through the workouts and see everything, learn some of the courses, and then also I'm gonna have coaches in there that are helping and teaching you guys. I have a nutritionist, a yogi to teach some meditations. Because even me, I'm about to show up to the meditation because I meditate, but I feel like I need some work too. So I'm still learning. I'm always evolving. You know, you know. That's funny. But yo, so no more questions? It sounds like the questions are dying out. I want to dive into something where there are open conversation, maybe podcast. Yeah, so this is also why like I'm setting it up like this. I'm building this studio so I can start doing like more conversations. So you guys are gonna see some new episodes because I'm like an open book and I like to tell my story because my story defines who I am and it's built like my mentality, right? And my mother is actually coming to visit. I asked you about water fasting. I don't recommend no water fasting. Um, I feel like just solely drinking water for how long? I hope not multiple days. You need food. Like, I don't recommend any like fast where you don't consume anything day like at all for a whole day, right? I don't recommend because your body need food. And if you're following like the scientific aspect of the fast, all you need is like uh, 12 hours for you to get all the benefits from the fast. You don't need to fast more than 24 hours. So all those other those crazy fasts that you be seeing people fasting for 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, like that's ridiculous. It's excessive. You don't need that, right? Um, one meal a day is all you need. Wow, that's crazy. 13 days. I know you lost a lot of weight. Yeah. But and that's also the thing too. Like, even though you lost that many weights, is it like healthy loss though? Because when you lose too much weight that fast, especially for females, your hormones can get thrown out of balance. You can throw your whole hormones off. That's a lot of that's what um that's a that's a lot of times people don't talk about stuff like that. And then it's not maintainable. You can't maintain that, right? Yeah, so you got to be very mindful when you're doing these things. Like the fasting, I like the regular fast because you still get to eat, you have to feed your body, but you give it a break. The whole point of a fast is to give your body a break to reset and rejuvenate itself, kill off the bad cells, rest your digestive system because your digesting food is the most energy intense process that your body will do. Literally. That's why you guys when you guys eat heavy foods like soul food and stuff like that, you're like, oh, I have the itis. The reason you have the itis is because your body is literally putting all its energy source into digesting that heavy oil and fat food that you guys have consumed. So it's like it's literally draining you and you feeling tired because of that, right? The fast is supposed to give your body that break, give your digestive system a break so it can actually flush itself and do what it's been naturally designed to do. Now, when people start doing all these excessive, crazy stuff, like drinking water for 72 hours, that's that's not healthy. You need actual food. You need because the longer you go without eating your stomach actually start to shrink and you can start this developing ulcers in your stomach from the stomach acids looking like not having anything to the point where it starts consuming itself, right? So just be mindful when you're doing things like that, right? If you're actually doing the fast for the scientific purpose, you don't need to go more than just 12 hours. Yeah, I promise you. That's vetted. That's vetted by me. I do practical stuff. I don't do anything that's like gonna no practical. The one meal a day will literally you'll see substantial change and you'll see healthy change and the best part of it all is gonna be sustainable. You can sustain the weight loss, right? You can sustain the muscle growth and the gains by doing the one day, like the one meal a day fast. It's vetted. I've vetted it for the last 15 years. when my life required me to be in the most tip top shape of my life. I was running like 12 miles a day. We're rocking up mountains with 30 to 50, 60 pounds on our back, right? It's been vetted. It's been vetted. We're going to the field for 30 days, no shower, no nothing, just in the woods training. It's been vetted. I was always hyped. I'm always ready to go. I'm always moving. Everyone's like, oh, my stomach hurt. I'm tired. I'm like, shut up and get your, let's go. I would love to come to the Caribbean. The Caribbean is on my bucket list. I'm gonna be out there like, me pants on fire. Me pants on fire. Feeling hot, hot, hot. But you got to be practical though. Like, yeah, that 13 days, my gosh. I would be hangry. Oh Lord. Don't catch me on no 13-day water fast, boy. I'll be like Squirtle out here. Anybody say anything crazy to me, I'm like Squirtle. Spraying them with water. Squirtle. No man, yo, what's up with Rude, man? I'll be out here like Squirtle. Squirtle, Squirtle. Hangry as hell. Nah, I couldn't do that. I need food. I need substance. And then the worst part about that too is the fact that when you get off something like that, you literally fall so far. Because just knowing me, I'm very disciplined, right? But if I was to do a fast like that, I'm binge eating as soon as I get off. I'm going straight to Chick-fil-A. I'm getting everything on the menu. I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts. And mind you, I haven't eaten no Dunkin' Donuts probably for the last 10 years. But I do a 13-day water fast and drink solely water. Nah, I'm getting the fucking the big box with tall donuts and Chick-fil-A, and I'm just sitting here and just indulging until I can't even breathe no more. So that's the problem with doing stuff. Yeah, that's good. Oh, so you were eating like fruits and stuff too. So you're eating like watermelon. Okay, I thought you were just strictly drinking water. Watermelon is not bad, you know. Watermelon is not bad. It has some nutrients, antioxidants in there after the fast. Oh, your first meal after the fast was just watermelon. I love watermelon, man. I can't complain about it. I eat a lot. I'm like I get if there was like if the black stereotype was a person when it comes to watermelon, that would be me. When I go grocery shopping, I pack like 3, 4 watermelons every single time. And for some reason, there's always an old white lady just staring, looking at me. Why are you grabbing so many watermelon? And I'm like, so you can't have it. What's up with you and all those damn watermelons? I love watermelons. I can't help what I like. You know, I need like 4 of them. Why just one? It's the best fruit. Watermelon. It's watermelon. You can't go wrong with that. Well, how can you go wrong with that? Why should I only grab one? There's a whole box of them here. I've perfected the craft. Don't get me started on watermelon, because I'll start talking like Barry White when it comes to watermelon. I perfected the fact of finding the best, succulent, juiciest watermelon you can find. You gotta, and if you hear the hollow point, not too hard, soft, just to the point where it bounced back. I'm just kidding, y'all. Nah, man, I like watermelon though. All jokes aside. Baby, lock them doors and turn the light. Nah. cobbler. Yeah, those are good too. Peach cobbler is good. But that watermelon though, I'm telling you, man, Walmart, they know about me. They know. When I go in there, they're like, yo, hide the other box. Cause this guy, something about him. And let me find out the juiciest one is on the bottom. I'll dig. I'll move. I'll dig. I'll dig. I'll jump in the box and move and get there and take all of them. Just me eating watermelon. Yeah, I would do that only if I had like a watermelon farm. Ooh, maybe that's what I need to do next. That's gonna be my next business venture. Go ahead, come over here and get you some fresh egg and some watermelon. You can't go wrong with Apex on watermelon. The freshest, the nicest, and the juiciest. How do you develop calves to your full potential? Yo, some calf raises. You can't really, you gotta, calves are like so tricky, bro. You gotta have like good calf genetics. You can't really, like, I've never heard of anyone building their calves. But I mean, I guess, it's a muscle, so it can be done. But I would say some calf raises and eating good. Doing a lot of parametrics, that'll increase your speed, but I don't, not necessarily like your calf. You just gotta have good calf genetics, bro. Honestly, with seeds, yes, watermelon with seeds is where to go. I low key want to grow my own um garden, and watermelon would be one of them. Go ahead and come get you some good, nice, succulent watermelon. You can't go wrong with these watermelon raised right here in the Apex Farm. Let's see. I have a video dropping on July 16th. July 16th, I have a video dropping, and it is how intermittent fasting transformed my fitness life. I have a whole series. If you guys want to learn about intermittent fasting, I have a whole series that's going to cover all of that. That's what I'm saying. Why just one? But I'm one of those people that eat like the whole watermelon by himself. Like literally a whole one by myself. Yeah. So I need more than one. It's a given. You can't, no, I need more than one. There's no way in damn hell. That's why I get like four. Because one is for me, and then the rest is for everybody. Right? They can have those other three. But one whole one is for me. And once I'm done with that whole one, then we share the other three. Right? So I get half of the other three, and then they get half. So technically, they get one and a half. Yeah. Nah, one is not enough. Shout out to Florida, man. Florida is a dope place to be, especially South Florida. Miami, I just came from Miami probably like 2 days ago. I was supposed to be in Atlanta this weekend shooting some content for this dog breeder. It's so crazy, like the gigs that I be getting now. So I had a dog breeder that reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, bro, I've been seeing your running videos. I breed luxury Dobermans, and I want you to do a running video with his, I forgot what he called it, but it's like the mean dog that his stud with my stud, and this dope like he said he paid like 10,000 for it. Beautiful dog. So I was supposed to be going there. Yeah, they're beautiful. Like his dog, like there's beautiful. Apparently, he makes he breeds like really high end Dobermans for like celebrities and stuff like that in Atlanta. So I was looking forward to that, and then my cousin brought over his dirt bike and his ATVs. Now I don't never rode no dirt bike in my life before, but I did that day, and I ended up flying off of it, and the bike fell on my legs. So I'm stuck in the house, limping everywhere, probably for the next 2 days, and I had to cancel. Yep, yeah, definitely the side quest that almost took me out. I figured out how to ride it pretty quick. I just didn't figure out how to stop fast enough. Right. Word of advice: do not pull the front brakes when you're going fast. I didn't break anything. I just the bike fell on my leg when I fell off, so it just like sprained my not sprained, but like it's just like you guys will see the video. It's gonna be really hilarious. But I'm thinking about how to like present it either through shorts or long form. Probably gonna be through shorts because it's funny, so you guys can get a good laugh out of it, out of my pain. Laughed at my pain, but it's gonna be fun. I'm starting to get tired now, guys. Drew, no, I don't laugh at pain. Hey, it's okay. You have my word. You can laugh at my pain. So this is crazy because this live was supposed to be helping people build their fitness brand, and we ended up just talking about fitness in general. And but people got help. Yeah, you guys have been awesome. The YouTube audience is like legitimately awesome. Yeah, that was my brother, man. My brother loved to see me get hurt. You know what's crazy? It'd be the family member that laugh at you when you get hurt the most. Like everybody else was like, "Yo, Rube, you good?" My brother, that was my blood brother too, the one that was recording. He's, "Oh, I can't believe you fell. You dumb, you dummy. Ah, look at you." I'm like, "Ain't you supposed to be my brother? I'm in pain right now. Why are you the one laughing the most?" You know? It'd be the family members. It'd be the one born after you that'd be like, "Yo, fuck that guy." No, I'm just kidding. My brother is cool, man. He just shit was just funny to him. But with that being said, y'all, it's been a pleasure. I liked this live. It was cool. We had good conversation, answered a lot of questions. You guys turn on your post notification. Let's try to grow the long form videos. I have that whole fasting series coming out. If you guys want to learn about fasting, it is the video to watch just based off my knowledge. But yeah, it's time to go catch some Z's. It's 12:17, baby. I'm about to be KO because I gotta be up at 5 a.m. for this run. And now it's turning into ASMR, ASRM, SMR, whatever that shit's called. I'm out.